Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Lasagna with Goddess Key. I know it's been quite some time since I have done a video. I've made some videos in the past, but I didn't post them. But today, I wanted to give you an update of what's been going on. I know many of you subscribe to my channel in reference to um, doing notary, which I'm still doing part time. But on February 2nd, 2022, I quit my full time job. Initially, I was laid off at the beginning of COVID, right before COVID started in February of 2020. And I took some time off, of course, with all that was going on with COVID. Kids were homeschooling, trying to work on the Goddess Key brand, and um, doing that whole thing like everyone else. So last year, around August, I decided to take on another full time job working from home. And I was just not happy. Initially, I did not want to go back to corporate America, and that was my whole plan of trying to do something not in corporate America and try to do something working from home or um, or working on my brand and hoping that the brand would be where I could sustain myself. But that didn't pan out as I had hoped to and wanted to. So I went back and got a full time job again, working from home. And I was just not happy. Um, Nothing wrong with the company per se. People were great. They just didn't have the right policies and procedures and things in place that were needed to facilitate the do the job in which they hired me to do along with the other gentlemen. And I became very frustrated. And a lot of times I would just sit at my little workstation that I had made in my home and just look at the screen all day. And I was getting very, very unhappy. So for initially, I was going to do like Uber, Lyft, and try to do some of the Amazon delivery stuff. And I started slowly looking more into that, getting things set up at the beginning of the year, right after coming back from a little mini vacation, and looking into doing deliveries. So, needless to say, um, I started doing Amazon Flex, and it was okay, other than like taking cases of water up steps in apartments. I was not prepared physically to do that, and I was like, praying that that wouldn't happen, but of course it did. So now my 10-year-old son, who gets bored all the time, I take him with me just in case, so to help me. But that's been going pretty well with Amazon Flex. You use the app, you sign up for the app, and you can pick what blocks and things you want to do. Because I'm here in Atlanta, it's a plethora of work that you can do. The average pay for like regular Amazon delivery will be about $18 an hour. I tend to do the fresh orders or Whole Foods because you get tips. So I've gotten anywhere from $50 to $66 for 2 hours, and most of the time I'm finished within an hour and a half. But I get to the location early, so when they allow you to check in, I'm already checking in and scanning and putting things in the car. And at like yesterday, I did one. The scheduled time was from 6 to 8. I was at Whole Foods at 5:30. You can start to check in to start getting the orders at 5:45. So by 6 o'clock, I was in the car on the way to do the deliveries, and by 7:30, I was done. A little bit after 7, about 7:20, I was done. Um, so in all, it takes about 2 hours. If you get there early, you can be in and out and done getting your orders. And plus, we didn't really have a whole lot of orders and things like that. So I've done one Spark, which is Walmart. I've signed up for a lot of apps. So if anyone is interested in knowing anything about the apps, please leave a comment below. I will respond to you. Also, please hit that notification button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment and let me know if you find this useful. But and I've also done, like I said, the Spark, Walmart, which take a little bit of time to get adjusted to. The app doesn't really work on Android phones, so I had to cancel one order, but they still gave me like almost $7 for showing up and trying to take the order, but because the app wasn't working, I couldn't fulfill it. So luckily I have both an Android and an Apple, so I tried again and works well on the iPhone. So I did another order. Take a little bit of adjustment to get used to the Walmart order app, delivery app. And it's also in there that you have to watch for, where you can shop and deliver the orders. And I made a mistake thinking I'm just picking up an order, but they wanted you to shop, and I'm not. I don't even really shop for myself. So I didn't do that one. And okay, so in addition to doing those little side things and plus my notary, I have decided to do medical courier. So this will be my third week. This week, starting my third week. The first week I only did like 3 days because I was still working. Last week was my first full week. And then today will start the first full week, or really Saturday. I have 2 dedicated routes already that are on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's been going pretty good so far. The drawback is that, I was in the office for 30 years, working in the office, doing accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivables, expenses, cash applications, customer service, you name it. I've worked in the office. So this is my first time really doing something way outside of what I normally would do, stepping out of my comfort zone, being an independent courier, and really have to hustle for my income. And within that, it has been physically a little bit challenging because of my body. I got to get used to in and out of the car, going places, frustrated with locations, not knowing where to go, waiting around sometimes, like I'm waiting now for dispatch to send me something to go to. And the most frustrating part the first week was just knowing where to go and what to do, and like being really, really tired. but they have sent me on some long hauls, which I've seen some really beautiful places that I did not know was here in Georgia and in Alabama. And just seeing some other places other than, your everyday surroundings. And next week, I will try to post a video or at the end of the month and let you know how much I've made for the month. I'm keeping track of, what I'm doing as far as with Amazon, Spark, the medical courier, my notary. And in addition, I was delivering cookies. I'm not going to say the name, but it was delivering cookies. I don't think I'll be doing much of that anymore. One, because they cheat you on your mileage. For example, I was delivering some cookies to a particular area here in Atlanta, and it was 17 miles away from the store. But on the app, they had 11 miles. So, they're not being honest with how many miles you're driving. And then the pay is very small. I told them when I wanted to work, and they didn't call and dispatch me. And on the day that I told them I was not available, they calling, texting. And to me, if you're not going to be respectful of my time, and when I tell you when I'm available and when I'm not available, then I don't want to do business with you. One time they called me. I had an hour or two that I could help, deliver deliver an order, which I was going to deliver that one order. And then once I was on, they trying to slide more orders on me without asking. I was willing to do that one for them. So it was things like that that really irritated me, to the point where, like, I don't really want to do business like that. And then to pay for the amount of miles and driving is just not worth it to me. So once I do a full month and let you know what I will let you all know how much I'm making, what I'm spending in gas. I'm keeping very close track of that. And also I'm going to revamp my notary service. Okay, so the video cut because I had a call. But I will let you all know what I make, the courier company that I'm working with, and all of that good stuff on another video. They sent me a ticket, so I got to get to rolling. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Look for more videos to come. And until next time, peace and blessings.